Nemesis at Alton Towers. Sit back. It's fright time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster and welcome back to Nemesis, of course the third episode. Kind of surprising already on the third episode, it's been less than a week since I started this project. But yes, third episode. Today I've actually got someone with me. I've got my friend Alex with me.
Hi.
A bit delayed man, but oh, that's fine. Yeah, so this episode we're starting the landscaping. I've done the terrain off camera, and I have to say the terrain was one of the worst parts, one of the worst things I've ever done in Planet Coaster actually. Yeah, thankfully I've done all the terrain now, so it's just the scenery work. So here you're starting, no, sorry, lost my train of thought. Here you're seeing me start the cobblestone wall thing, and Siri just opened again, and I hit my mic. Okay, this is not going well. Shut up, Siri. Right. So putting this cobblestone wall on the cliffside. Now I was actually surprised when I saw this on Nemesis in real life, because I didn't actually know Nemesis had this. But yeah, whilst we do this, what would you like to discuss, Alex?
I have no idea, I'll leave that up to you.
Alright, cool. I think we should discuss Secret Weapon 9.
Ready? Already?
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, it was only like a 3-year gap from 13 to Smiler, so you never know. Could be doing Secret Weapon 9 anytime soon.
I think that Fort Park's gonna get a coaster before Secret Weapon 9.
I know, at this rate, I genuinely feel like Secret Weapon 9's gonna be coming before Thorpe's new coaster.
Yeah, well, I do think that you're right in the sense that it will be a lot sooner than it could be, because Merlin's now a private company since Lego's taken him over.
Yeah, I don't think I think Alton Towers do their own attractions. I don't think Merlin do it for them.
I thought it was Merlin magic making.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure what happens. I think it's Alton Towers that say we want to do a new coaster, and then they bring in Merlin Magic Making to do it. But yeah, with the rate Alton Towers is... No.
You go ahead.
With the rate Alton Towers is growing at the moment, I feel like we could be seeing, probably not Secret Weapon 9, but, you know, some big new thing in the next few seasons.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a major flat ride installation or a dark ride or something like that.
Yeah. Thing is, if it's going to be a dark ride, where would they put this?
Well, they could put it behind Forbidden Valley, take out some of that car park, and just put a new ride there, which I think would be most likely for Secret Weapon 9.
What I would like to see, hear me out here, okay? Whilst we're watching Nemesis stuff here, what about if they bring back Sub-Terra, but they attach it to Nemesis? So you go through Sub-Terra first, and they've rethemed it, so like it's the prequel of Nemesis and how it got to
It's sort
Earth
of
in
like
the
a
first place. And then you
pre-show.
come out of Sub-Terra. Yeah, and then you come out of Sub-Terra and go on the main coaster.
Okay, here's the problem with that thing. Sub-Terra is not next to Nemesis.
Yeah, but
It's
they could do a
close
path
to
from
Nemesis,
Sub-Terra to
but it's not
Nemesis.
next to Nemesis. So I don't know how they do
I don't
that.
know, I think they could do a path.
Yeah, but I don't really see it happening. Because,
It'd be amazing if I actually did.
yeah, but like the thing is, how would you go for the queuing system on that?
Just use the queue from Sub-Terra and then do a path from Sub-Terra to Nemesis.
Yeah, but Nemesis gets really long queues on summer days, and like I don't think Sub-Terra's queue is ready for that sort of. Plus, they've turned
It
Sub-Terra
was
into
just
Project
an
42.
idea.
Like, I understand where you're coming
was just
from,
an
but I'm
idea.
just thinking of it realistically. If they were
Here's
to
an
do
interesting
it,
thing,
they'd have
though.
to increase the queue time, increase the queues a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, and so you know how we're getting closer to Halloween events now, and the Thor Park have been teasing Fright Nights, Alton Towers have revealed a maze lineup.
Yeah.
Welcoming's not coming back.
Really? I'm really surprised at
No,
that.
no. I don't think
Considering
they
it
didn't
was very
announce
well
anything on
received.
Welcoming. I don't think it's coming back. So could this be like they're done with marketing Wicker Man now? It's fully integrated into the park. It's not really new anymore.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably what they're gonna go for, because anyone who's anyone knows that Wicker Man's there, and like if they know it's there and don't want to come, then there's no point in marketing it even more. If you get
What
what
I'd
I'm
love
saying.
to see though is like split Mutiny Bay into half. Half of it is the new Wicker Man themed area, and with the new Wicker Man themed area, keep the tavern, but then re-theme Sharkbait Reef into the Welcoming. Like just
Yeah, but
put the
what would
maze
they-
in there.
So like a year-round maze.
Yeah, like Saw Alive. Well, ex Saw Alive.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
what
Saw
you're
Alive's dead now, isn't it?
thinking. Yeah. Ironic, something that has alive in the name is dead.
Yeah. Now just to jump back onto the time lapse, I've done the cobblestone wall sort of thing, whatever you want to call it. My headphones keep hitting the mic, sorry about that. But yeah, so just doing the scenery around here. One thing that I noticed whilst I was doing the cinematics was the first drop, the initial drop, is a tiny bit too steep. So I am going to make that a bit more shallow, because it turns out the pre-drop before that first drop goes a bit more down, and then it goes into the first drop. I've got that turnaround a bit flat, which is probably why, so I am going to fix that before you probably rage about it in the comments or something. But yeah, starting support work now. I didn't want to start the supports until I had done the terrain for, obvious reasons. And yeah, I guess I could have used the in-game supports for these types of supports, because they are just the standard in-game ones, but I still feel like doing custom ones, because, why not? But yeah,
I
so
see
it's...
where you're coming from. You can get the
Yeah.
correct
So
placement.
where were we then?
We were... I forgot. I've completely forgotten.
Might be, I've been talking about this. You know what? Let's talk about what's going to be the first secret weapon to go.
Oh! This is a very touchy subject.
I honestly think it's going to be Oblivion.
Yes. I 100% agree. Because Oblivion, although it was the world's first dive coaster, is incredibly redundant in the way it's done. It's over way too quickly, like, even stealth's probably a bit longer than that. Which
I
is
think
saying
stealth
something.
is
I
stealth
love
longer.
stealth, but, like, it is really short.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Oblivion, when it first opened, it was amazing, wasn't it? Everyone loved it. But now that other dive coasters have come along and kind of stolen Oblivion's thunder.
Yeah. Because, like, it's not even, they can't even market it as the world's first vertical drop coaster anymore. Because it's been proven that it's not vertical.
Yeah, but, like, it's still basically vertical, though.
It's basically vertical, but it's not. So that's a way they can't market it. So they're losing marketing value there.
One of the biggest things that's been talked about with Oblivion is completely retracking it and giving it a new layout and new trains. A lot of people actually want to see that happen.
I'd like to see it happen too. Maybe like change the theming slightly. So like, instead of
no, I would say keep the Oblivion theme.
Keep the Oblivion theme, but like make it sort of like a sequel, but not a sequel. If that makes sense. So it's like a follow-up story.
Yeah, well, like Oblivion: The Black Hole.
Yeah, sort of like Oblivion: The Black Hole, but it like, includes like the original music, maybe redone by I'm the Score. Because the only
I wouldn't want I'm the Score to redo the music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Alton Towers would probably do if they were going to redo the soundtrack. Because they have such
the soundtrack is already good enough.
Yeah, exactly. But if they were going to do it, that's the way they'd go for it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that though, just, you know, you walk into Exeter, you see the Smiler, but then you see Oblivion's track layout, it's got like an Immelman after the jump, it's like an airtime hill going around, or a massive stall turn maybe.
With new trains that have the
yeah, it would definitely have to be mini dive coaster though.
Yeah, it'd have to be a mini dive. It couldn't be a proper dive, because the trains would put so much stress on the track. But then again, if they are retracking it completely, they could probably just like increase the size of the track. It's very, very weird way of thinking. I honestly think that could be a candidate for Secret Weapon 9, just transforming one of the existing...
No, I don't think if they did that, I don't think they would market it as a sequel weapon. Because, like, the thing is, if they do that, if they try and say, oh, it's a brand new coaster, the general public can go, no, that's Oblivion, it's been there for 20 years.
But it's not the exact same coaster, that's the thing.
Yeah, but they don't know that, do they? All the general public they see a social media post and they see an advert, they're not like us enthusiasts, they don't go on forums, constantly looking at construction updates.
Yeah.
Shut up. Sorry, my phone went off. I'll put that on silent. Actually, I should have put that on silent before.
Mine's on silent, but I can't turn it off vibrate, so it's vibrated like 5 times during this video.
Yeah, I don't think any phone has proper silent these days, they'll all vibrate.
So yeah, but I think the first secret weapon that's going to completely go and not return as something else is... I hate to say it, but I think it's most likely going to be Nemesis.
I think it might be Galactica.
You see, I don't think they'll get rid of Galactica anytime soon because of the amount of money they spent refurbishing it.
But that's just a retheme. They didn't actually do anything to the ride system itself.
I know.
Because eventually, over time, the actual ride itself is going to get too old.
Yeah, it cost £5 million to retheme it. And I think they're not going to get rid of it anytime soon.
Yeah.
But Nemesis, it's the original. Sure, it's one of the best rides in the park, but like the GP are gonna keep saying, "Oh, it's an old ride. It's not safe anymore," or something like that.
Oh no, I don't think half the GP even know how old Nemesis actually is. As long as it's good, it's fast, it's smooth, they love it.
Yeah, which it is, but
yeah,
it's just that Nemesis, like you said, it's gonna reach the end of its shelf life soon. Like maybe in what 10 10, 15 years, it's gonna have to go. Unless they unless they do a complete retrack and reprofile, it's gonna have to go.
I know it sounds crazy, but I honestly think they might actually do that. Like, just retrack it.
I think they could do that. If they did do that, I would be so happy. But I just don't think that Alton Towers would do that, just because of the extensive downtime and cost of retracking.
No,
where they could
honestly,
just get a brand new coaster for the exact same sort of price.
No, because the park know that Nemesis is an amazing coaster and it's highly rated in the, like, is the best invert in the world. And so, you know, what's the point in just putting in a new one if you can just retrack it like they did with Hulk?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just, I think that Towers would see it as, hey, why do this when we can have something brand new that we can market completely differently? Because more people will come if we say, hey, we've got a new coaster, than if they say, hey, Nemesis is now better.
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's old Merlin. Merlin's owned by they're basically owned by Lego now, so.
Yeah. No, they're completely owned by Lego now. It's a private company.
Yeah, right, well, never mind then. Here's an interesting comment though.
Yeah.
What if they replaced the trains on Nemesis and the new trains had vest restraints?
Then it wouldn't be as good. I hate vest restraints.
Discuss.
Yes. Swarm. It'd be better if it didn't have vest restraints. It wouldn't rank so low if it had them.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people really like Swarm, but it's the vest restraints make it horrible for me.
Okay, what about Nemesis with the clamshell restraints?
I'd love it, but it's not possible.
You never know. They
How are they going to do this?
like,
Unless they do sort of like a muck over the shoulder restraints.
yeah, or they like come out from underneath the seat and you pull them up like that.
So sort of like a backward Zamperla disco restraint.
Yeah.
I reckon it would work, but like, I think that it wouldn't be practical.
I don't know why we talk about this. It's never gonna happen. So
It's never gonna happen.
no, of course not.
It's just that we're struggling with things to talk about, so we're just talking about this.
Well, I feel like I should update the viewers on what's actually happening here. So, so I've done the main bit of scenery now, and I've actually been doing the support work for the first drop and the lift hill, and of course the pre-drop as well. I'm not actually going to do the scenery for that just yet. I am going to move more into the scenery of the queue line and the entrance first, but of course I will come back to this part of the project eventually. I just feel like, yeah, probably shouldn't do it right now. Honestly, I don't know why. I just feel like doing the queue line and the entrance first, but you know, I mean, I only did this part of the supports because it was fairly simple to do compared to the other support work. Like on the corkscrew, that was quite complex to do, the corkscrew, but the lift hill is quite simple. It's just these like sort of art shaped support things, you know, easy work.
Yeah. Anyway, so
do you reckon Paramount? No, do you reckon the Paramount resort is actually going to happen?
It's gonna happen. It's just when it's going to happen is the question.
I still think it's just not going to happen.
They put so much money into it. If they don't do it, it's gonna be bad. Like, all the investors are gonna want their money back, and it's.
Yeah, but think about if it does happen, how much it's going to impact the southern parks and also Disneyland Paris.
I think it's going to affect Disneyland Paris more than the Merlin parks.
Yeah.
Because
I'm pretty sure, you know, Disneyland get a lot of visitors from the UK, and like if Paramount Resort opens, what's the point in going all the way to France when you've basically got it here?
Yeah. It won't affect the southern parks because they're a completely different type of theme park. It's completely different.
But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for Alex for joining me.
That's fine.
And yeah, see you all in the next episode of Nemesis, maybe Lake Willis. But yeah, goodbye.